Hello YouTube, welcome to Low Rank Review. I was inspired to make this series because there's not that much Rivals of Aether content on YouTube, and particularly there's not a lot of content that is meant for a player who isn't that good at the game. There's a lot of good players in this game, and they don't want to talk about how to get good. There's entry-level content that tells you how to move your character, and then there's high-level tournament VODs where they're really doing great stuff. There's not a lot of content where we just look at gamers that are in the middle and we talk over how they went. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. I am pretty close to the middle of the skill distribution in this game, and I'm going to look at some replays that I played, and I'm going to talk over them. And we're going to look at, there's going to be a lot of mistakes that I made. We're going to talk over mistakes that the opponent made, and we're going to try to look for practical tips that you can use to improve your gameplay if you're like me and you're not that good. So let's look at some replays. I think this one's a good starter. So the first thing you should notice is this is what we would call a fumbling neutral. Both of us are just screwing around. I choose immediately to go to a platform, and this is, people are going to tell you about wave landing and like, oh, you gotta learn how to wave land. But the main thing you want wave landing for is to get yourself onto platforms easily, because if Loxodon had chosen to dash attack me here, my expectation is he might just throw a big attack like dash attack, or maybe he would do forward and F tilt. And my intention was to just not be dealing with that at all. He didn't, and here, my follow-up is bad. See this? I do a full hop. I didn't mean to do this full hop off this platform. And now I'm way higher than I should be. If I had not full hopped off this platform, if I had done about anything else, I meant to short hop to just be hanging out at that height in the air, but I could just be shielding on this platform and shield drop instead. Shield drop, by the way, it's very important to learn. If you don't know how to shield drop, we'll get to it in a bit. But I could punish this with a bunch of things if I wasn't bad, but I full hop here instead. After I do my bad full hop, I realized my mistake. So I consider just landing back here, and then I think, oh, well, he'll probably attack me if I land there. So I use my double jump. Using your double jump is a risk. You're going to see people get punished for using this. In this case, it's not that bad because I'm still very actionable. And I decided to sort of drift back in now that I see that he is not going to land in that spot I was going to. Now, note this. This was actually done with purpose. So up throw here, Maypul up throw is not really true if they DI away, which he does DI away. But I wanted to know if he was going to land or not land, so I go for this fair. This is yet another fake fair. That's not a real combo, and he escapes it the way that you escape these things. Jumping is pretty safe, and I kind of wanted to condition this jump. I expected this jump, and I was like, yeah, let's start predicting the Loxodon jumps. Loxodon players love to jump at his advantage, and they're some of the best at it, because he's really heavy, so he escapes hit stun quickly, and he's floaty, so he can jump up way above you, but he does get juggled, which we'll actually see in this match. Here he's clipping me with his long hitboxes that he's swinging. He's doing big swings. And then I just totally screw up. This is an important thing to know. Sometimes you want to make sure you play conservative, but you give up stocks like a moron because you're playing spaghetti mode. Now note this here. This was punishable, and I did mean to hit slightly later on the there's a timing that can hit neutral tech and no tech if he misses this platform. I wanted to hit both those timings, but I'm too early. I need to wait a little bit. And as a result, my Maypul's Nair, it doesn't last that long. If I was a little later, this would have hit properly. See, this time, I noticed the jump. This time, that's not going to work against Maypul dash attack. Maypul dash attack is very powerful, as I think a lot of people are going to know. We'll see the power of Maypul dash attack later as well. Now we'll see if this was a true combo. I'm pretty sure it wasn't. He's probably mashed his jump. Let's see. Yeah, so I'm pretty close to as fast as we could be here. And notice how I'm forward airing a little above him. I do this a lot. A lot of people love to mash jump out of hit stun. This guy included. Look at it. Here it is. And you really don't want to be caught without your jump. You probably won't die for it here, but being off stage without your jump is bad. And a lot of characters have a move that they can do something like this with. Now notice his full DI away here. It's important to do this. You want to choose a DI, and DI away is reasonably safe, especially on a very heavy character. If he DI'd in, look at the differences in the DI lines. He DI's full away, so he goes over here. He DI's in, he goes here, and I kill him. So he saved his life by making sure he DI'd out here. Yet another with punish with dash attack. Lots of people don't play Maypul. Maypul's very good. I don't know why people don't play her. She is particularly good because dash attack is an extremely good scrub option. It can be beaten, but lots of people will do an aerial and then they'll either floor hug. They'll probably try to floor hug, and Maypul's dash attack just destroys floor hug, and that's totally what I see here. Is he's doing a bad aerial. We'll whiff punish it with dash attack. It's boring, but it's very effective. Let's see if he held down here. Yeah. No, he's not holding down at all, actually. Even if he had held down, he would have just taken... Oh, he did, okay. So, notice Maypul's dash attack, the first hit forces tumble. So it's guaranteed to knock you down. So therefore, you can't floor hug it. You can arms attack it, which we'll see some of those later as well. I'll talk about it when we get to it. But it's still kind of hard to do arms attack, so it's not free. And a lot of people, if they're just lazily floor hugging, will get shredded by this move. And you can know they floor hugged because they, instead of being popped in the air, they flip on their back like this. That's because they immediately went to tumble, touch the ground. They weren't teching, and so they fail to tech and they get flipped on the ground. And I've still got a hitbox out. My next hitbox will come out in a second, and they get hit by that. This was, I thought it was real cool for this. So what I wanted to do was Dacus. I thought he was going to do a crappy full hop off the platform, and I would Dacus it. So if you look at this, I'm sliding forward while up smashing, but Maypul's up smash is just really slow and not a good option for doing this, and I thought it would look really stylish if I did it. And even though he starts his nair so much later, it doesn't matter. But it would have been cool if it hit. Did I? And he expected to get hit 2 of nair, because he then expects me to be popped up. Yeah, see, I don't floor hug here. I could have held down and not even been in any danger. This is a mistake by me. I should have just been holding down during that input. There's no reason not to. So I am popped up, but he thinks I'm popped up way higher, and and this is an important thing. Don't do it, as my brother says, mentally buffer. Don't pick a move and immediately know what move you're going to do afterwards, because in this game that just never works. There's very few true two-piece combos you can just do one move and then do the next move. You always have to react to what's happening. So in this case, he's not reacting to what's happening. He had time. How much time is here? He gets this hit here, and you can probably see that he should know that he didn't get hit 2 at this point, right? Because that's the first hit. He has plenty of time to know that I'm not going to be up there, and he just does it anyway. Look how much time he has. We both look silly right now. And there's what I was talking about. So earlier when I said DI away from nair, this is what happens if you don't. So, pretty sure he still hits stun here. Yeah. I'm very pleased with this nair. See how I hit fall? Which, if you don't know what hit falling is, this is a good example. Actually, that might not have been a hit fall. Either way, I'm going down because I want to reset on the landing lag. And in the angles, look at the angles. DI in puts him over here. DI away sends him crazy far away, but he doesn't really know he's in so much danger, and he DI's in. He's on the DI in trajectory. And so then, see how long he's in hit stun for. Is this going to be true? Even if it's not true, it has a habit of catching his safest escape option, which is double jump. Nah, this one's true. And then after this, it's very tough. This is a tough situation. He probably DIs away, doesn't he? Yeah. You don't want to DI away from this move anymore. They made the angle more outwards, so now it's quite dangerous. We'll see if he dies in hit stun or if he could have done anything. Yeah. So he could live. But I bet oh no, okay. He lives. Right, I screwed up. See, this is the thing. I do a great sequence here. You drop it by 1 bit, and you lose out. So it's very important to when you play maneuvers, don't do random maneuvers. Do stuff that you've worked out, because I hadn't quite really thought that out enough, and I lose it for no reason. I could have had a stock there. Sometimes you just go for straightforward stuff, right? At this percent, he does something silly, and he dies. It's very reactable. Don't do silly stuff. You will. Now, notice the way I'm engaging with him here. This is all very driven by the presence of Floor Hug. I am refusing to use moves that I think will not beat Floor Hug because I'm conscious of the fact that he could just start holding down and he'll probably kill me. This move, aerial down special, is very effective at breaking through Floor Hug, which is why I use it here, although he doesn't keep going the direction that he had, which he moves it back up. That's why I'm sort of only engaging with like dash attack, because it's one of the, although people can counter it, it's one of the most effective ways to bust through someone's Floor Hug at early percent. He lets me have Poppy there. Never let someone have Poppy. In general, always mash special pummel. All the special pummels are really strong. Now see, here I mess up. I would have preferred to nair him into the corner. I probably should have done other tether follow-up stuff. But I meant to be on the other side of him when I naired him. That's why I keep sliding so far this way. I meant for the other nair. This was really good timing by me. I wouldn't recommend trying to do that. I don't know why I did it. Now, this segment showcased a really critical weakness of Loxodon, is that Loxodon is very susceptible to being juggled. He doesn't fall that fast, and his downward hitting hitboxes, they're terrible, right? Look what happened here. And another example of why you don't waste your resources, because it makes juggle so much worse against you, right? So we hit our classic dash attack starter, a very creative opener. And now, this first follow-up's probably true, right? Well, it's actually not quite true, and that's a key element. Now, first of all, if you're playing Maypul, note that they made up air a little more complex to use now. You don't want to go through people. It hits less under you. So here I'm doing a short hop up air because the hitbox just isn't quite as big as it used to be, and you don't want to be on the top of him, or he can kind of SDI away. But he mashed double jump here because that's what Loxodon players do, and having no double jump is the reason why I get to do what I show you. If he had double jump, he'd be fine, and he is smart enough to know that he needs to mash air dodge. But air dodge sucks. Look how much air dodge sucks. He correctly air dodges this up air, and I don't even care. The up air just hits him. It doesn't matter. He still hasn't actually touched the platform. He can just anything can happen to him. Like, he has no jump, no air dodge. All of these are free. And he's even doing the right thing. Like, he's trying to get to the platform. He's trying to do something. The real thing you should do is just go all the way off stage. For some reason, he doesn't do that. Although I am combo routing effectively. Notice switching to back air. Another up air would put him fully out of combo range, but for Maypul, back air is a very good air back to ground option. Now, importantly, when you use back air for Maypul, the hitbox just isn't as big as it looks like her tail is. Like her tail's swinging like that, but there's the hitbox. The whole tip, not hitbox. So you want to hit with the body of the tail, and you want to plan for the second hit. Don't plan to use the first hit. The first hit's a bonus. The second hit is really what it's all about. And see here, I started thinking. So I started my attack with the plan to hit number 2, and the hit angle for 2 is just very advantageous. Both of these spots put him in on a similar trajectory, so I can just drift that way, and I will be there. And that's what we see happen. In fact, I probably could have drifted farther and just kept doing aerials, but remember I used my double jump back here. I used it there, so I didn't have another double jump to jump into him here. I probably could have gotten more creative and continued this combo directly. But it doesn't matter because he's stuck teching on a platform, and that sucks. He's in this tiny ass platform, and that sucks bad enough. I could just clip him with this here. Now here's another example, okay? Loxodon's downward angle hitboxes suck. So he's lost everything with the other moves. So he's like, oh well, let me try using a move, right? Well, he starts down air. Look how so much down air is 15 frames of startup with that animation and like no disjoint. It sucks. Compared to me hitting with this. No context. And like most of the cast has a move like this. So Loxodon, juggle him. Put damage on him like that. Now look, here's an example where I completely biff it. I thought I could just get a little charged F smash, maybe he DIs out. Either way, it's an offstage situation and I like it. By the way, another thing, not enough people are using this completely straightforward classic Maypul combo. Like, this is the most straightforward application of these moves that can be done. You put down the Lily, you convince them to run toward you in the Lily, maybe to parry it, doesn't matter what they do, and then you whiff punish with side special. Maypul's side special sends inward, and it sends them to Lily. That's the most basic application of those moves. I don't see it so much. It's pretty straightforward. And then I biff it. My bad. And I'll biff it again in a second. See, that time he holds down. But at this percentage, holding down still just doesn't do a lot for you. Am I in advantage here? Probably not. Now this is a difficult thing. Holding down remains good, even at percentage where you get knocked down, because there's plenty of moves in this game that just don't have enough time to do like any kind of true punish, and they're just in a check chase situation, which isn't as bad. Now, what is bad is if you mash get up attack. That's not considered particularly smart. I expected him to tech roll away because Lily's on the other side. Get up attack, like I react to it. And then, I already know I biffed this punish, so we're just going to go straight through to it. But, at this percentage, with Loxodon wrapped on center stage, I can't just kill him with a smash attack. And my idea is, let's use aerial down special. So I do, but there's two problems here. First, should have done this lower. I wait too long to input it. Like I could just do it straight near the ground and save myself some frames. Second thing is, I accidentally drift over him and I send him to the other side. It's not what I meant to do. I really would prefer him drifting to the other side because now he's going this way and I'd rather he be going that way. Also, he's really high and I should probably just tether here, but instead I think I can get a hit before the tether. But I'm like way too slow. If I had been faster, if I had done it lower here, then maybe I would have just enough frames to maybe get it like I said. So a lot of things I mess up here. But as a result, he ends up above me, just no disadvantage. And then, this is noticed that I biff dash attack. Dash attack is sort of it's a crutch move. But you want to know when to use it and when not to use it. And this guy is just not going to counter it. And finally I find it with a crappy combo. But yeah, that's one match. And I think there's a lot of stuff shown in there. Let's look at another match that I think I did win, but I really didn't deserve to. Right, so this match, what I remember about it is that this player is ranked somewhat above me. He's ranked about 100 elo above me, which, just as an aside, that's not an insurmountable difference, as we'll see. 100 elo ranking gives that person around a 15 percentage points more chance of beating you, so you have about a 35% chance to win. Which that isn't nothing, but also it really is something, right? That's about 40%. It's not such a bad setup. So when you hear people online complaining that they got 100 elo difference, that's actually a very reasonable elo difference. But this guy is rated above me, and he's clearly better than me, and he loses for kind of some silly reasons, and I think it's good to introspect why. See this was very smart from him, right? Lots of people will try to whiff punish with grab, as I do here, and he buffers spot dodge. Buffering spot dodge is a good choice. I don't do it enough. I kind of hate spot dodge, but this was an extreme call out on my habit, and he clearly knew what I was gonna do. And that's another good lesson. I mean, this guy's outplaying me. And then he gives up the stock because Maypul. Sometimes Maypul's one of those fast-falling characters. She has a good recovery, but you have to actually use it. It's not going to do it itself for you. And I wonder what he messed up. What did he do? Did he accidentally buffer a move? Yeah, for sure. He was in ledge slip. He got hit backwards off the stage. So when you get him backwards off the stage, you get put into this ledge slip animation. And he just wasn't ready for that. And then I think he was probably mashing forward to do side special and he messed it up. Don't worry, I gave him one too, don't worry. By the way, I totally could have recovered this. I also just choked it. First of all, did I blow my jumps? Yeah, I blew my jump here, which didn't really need to do, but I thought I would just get the ledge. He gets me with Terry. No, he gets me with the back hit of the get up attack. Maypul's get up attack is quite good for this purpose, and you'll see me use it the same way, because it just has this huge hitbox. I still could have recovered it. I just didn't vault it very correctly. Now again, note how important, know how he starts reacting to these dash attacks, right? Maypul's dash attack loses incredibly bad to shield, and he and I both know this. So we're both hoping that the other person dash attacks. But I just don't think, I think he doesn't adjust to that reality quickly enough. Note the floor hug shield. Absolutely no jab in the game is advantaged on floor hug. So my jab to down tilt here is completely foolish, and I should have just done the down tilt. I do this a lot because I love to just put an extra jab in, and it only works on bad players. I should stop doing it because of what happens here. He holds down and holds shield at the same time, and he puts up his shield. He floor hugs. Oh, he doesn't even floor hug. I'm just terrible. Yeah, look at that. He's not even floor hugging. It just doesn't. Just don't do this. Don't do what I'm doing here. Just if you want to down tilt, then down tilt. See, there it was again. Look how much this sucks. This is a good example of mentally buffering. I've already selected what move I'm gonna do, even though I should have time to think about it during this state, right? I could do pivot grab. Like, I know how to do these things, and I'm just like, no, I want a down tilt. I want a up tilt. No. I'm not thinking about my moves, and it could get me punished worse than it does here. Now this is completely shield grabbable. He's just slow on the uptake. Let's see how slow he is. So here's my, if I had just done the up tilt, it would have hit. Instead I'm like, no, I have to tack on an extra jab. Hit up tilt. He's only in 7 frames of shield stun, right? So he could hit shield grab on this frame, a frame before this frame, and he would have 17 more frames to grab me, and he could hit it on any of these frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, all the way up to like here. He could still punch shield grab and be true punishing me. But he just is holding his shield way too long because he's bad like me. This is why it's low rank review. Note that shield grab is not bufferable. So you don't want to hit shield grab too early, or if you do think you're going to hit it too early, just mash it a couple times. Shield grab is easier if you just mash the button. Anyway, he gets punished, and I don't know what guided me to do that get dash attack. I guess it can be a reaction. I think this guy is genuinely annoyed at the way I'm playing, because I'm playing like a person worse than him and just trying to turn him into a game of bad players, and he's kind of letting me. Now note that he would totally die to this if I did it right. I expected him to DI more away, but he DI's into the poppy. He DI's up in him. Yeah, he SDI's up. SDI is not really a topic. If you don't know how it works, you don't know how it works. But he SDI's upwards, which makes him be not quite as high. I don't know if that was purposeful or if he was just trying to do other stuff. But anyway, if I had gotten the outward hit of down smash like I intend here, he would be totally dead. Instead, he's just only in kind of a bad situation. And that's why we don't let people have poppy, because they can do stuff like that to you. Now jab is good for that purpose, just kind of interrupting in a little scramble situation, but don't try to mix it into little combos like I do, because it doesn't work. Like, it just won't work. The jabs are really working, so I keep going for them. Now here I keep going for fair because I'm hoping he'll DI away and just get trashed into the nether realm. And Maypul's really short, so I'm prioritizing moves. Fair is not really the best punish here. I'm prioritizing moves that I know have nice big hitboxes that can hit a fellow Maypul. Hypothetically, I would really prefer to like get a Nair, but if I don't feel good about the hitbox of the Nair, then there's no point to using it because it has better frame data because I don't like its hitbox. Right? Nair doesn't have that big of a hitbox. This is out for 1 frame. That's why I'm going for the sort of suboptimal punishes here. A hit is better than no hit. Now once again, notice how I'm trying to engage with him really cautiously here because of the threat of floor hug at 0%. I'm not. Don't make the mistake of just keep continuing to play the same way as you play against a 100% opponent. You want to play against low percent opponents very differently. See, again, I'm noticing that this guy just refuses to drop his shield. Like, I totally expected him to, like, drop shield and, like, jump away or something. Not just stand there and shield against me. And I pick up in this habit pretty bad, and it really costs him in game 2. This is the kind of Nair that I've calibrated to hit bigger characters a lot easier. Like, this was the Nair I meant to do against the Loxodon in the other game. This hits everyone else in the cast who's not Maypul. And also notice that I recognize that even though I got this tiny hit, that it's completely worthless and I don't try to follow up on it. This is a worthless hit, Know when it's not a good time to push advantage. Just because you hit somebody does not mean you're entitled to another hit, and I know I've got nothing here. Now notice this tomahawk attempt. In this case, he chooses to actually dash away. But what I wanted to do was to get the pivot grab. Although would the pivot grab? Yeah, it would have pivot grabbed him. But you see, this guy is better than me, and he expects that idea. I was hoping to get that same combo where you dash through someone and toss him into Lily, but since he already triggered Lily's in chomping mode now, and instead I just combo my hit with the chomp, which is honestly fine. You get damage out of it. They don't know what's happening. Like, that's why he misses this tech. He doesn't know what the hell's happening. So, like, it's okay. Now, he keeps doing this, right? Because I was already kind of ready to punish a get-up attack here. I didn't expect special get-up. Notice how I'm also spacing for hit 2 of back air, right? I do not care about hit 1 of back air. It's all about hit 2 that I want. Hit 2 low to the ground is the hit that actually does something. But then he does the second one, and I'm totally ready for that. He even tries to floor hug it, which he should know. That's not real. Now, if I was bold here, I would have gone for the forward air, but I know I probably don't have quite enough hit stun. And indeed, I do not have quite enough hit stun. So instead, I just hope I can provoke a response. But he also just sort of sticks with not doing anything. I was hoping to catch a jump, and then I would jump and forward air it. But he didn't do that. So I do a terrible forward air anyway. It doesn't matter because I'm landing. Now there I did anticipate the up air onto stage, but I didn't punish it correctly. In fact, I don't know what I need to do to punish this. Probably not jump. This jump sucks. I should have stayed grounded, crouched, so I could crouch medium hits of moves, and then like grabbed. That's what I should have done here. This jump was not driven by reason. Now, in these combos, I'm excessively hunting for forward air here, because Maypul's a fast faller with a not that impressive recovery, and it's kind of just one of the easier ways to kill Maypul. So that's why I'm really routing into forward air more than other kill options, because it's just, in my analysis, is going to be the easiest way to deal with this player. It is. Forward air, easiest way to deal with him. Now let's see game 2 against this guy. So it's his stage pick, and he takes me immediately back to Godai. And I think his idea was just like, I think I can beat this guy and then run back onto Godai. And I don't think that works out that well for him. I think he should have tried to lean into the cheese a little more. Okay, so now at this point in the time, I should totally have locked onto this guy's idea of shield in neutral. Obviously, I sort of made a bit of a mistake here. Really, notice how bad this move is on shield. You do not want this move shielded. He's in 5 frames of shield stun, and I'm in 25 frames. He can do whatever he wants. Anyways, with grab, he could do any move, really. But that was not the best grab option and throw option, in my opinion, at this time, because it does just directly put me on the ledge, and like, if he just forward through me, he would get a tech chase, and that just seems better, because I just get the ledge, and like, you can get off the ledge in this game. for this recovery. I should have jump up aired, and I just didn't because I didn't think I needed to, but it would be safer if I did. Right here. Down smashes me, I go over here, and then I regular jump. I should just jump up air for more height. It would be similar, but give me more options in this case. In this case, I feel that I can just get straight to ledge, and I do. Now see, I have caught on to this guy's shield idea, so my idea now is to convince him to do the shield and then grab him, because he really just loves shielding. And in fact, I do have that idea, but I screw up my grab because I do it too early. So you could pick the right option, but you can execute it just a little bit wrong, because I'm not that good. And honestly, I kind of think the dash change recently affected this, because everyone's dash is different now, Maple's included, and I haven't played that much since the patch. But in either case, I messed up this grab. He could punish it, but he kind of doesn't. But it doesn't invalidate the idea of punishing the shield habit, and I'm probably going to continue with that. See, that time I totally anticipate the shield habit. Like, I just know the shield's coming out, and I'm just like, it's grab time. But he correctly DIs away from the up throw. Now this was ambitious. What I expected was he up aired and he DI'd away, and I was expecting, then I back air. Again, remember, back air, good air to ground move. I probably should just up air here, because I still have more time to do up air juggles, but I choose the back air. Notice I'm always spacing for hit 2. I do not care about hit 1. Hit 1 is not real. Don't treat it as real. It's not going to help you. If it helps you, it's an accident. Hit 2 is the real move. And I expect to back air him onto the platform. That's what I want. I want to hit him on the platform. And I expect him to DI away, which he does. But it's actually still not close enough because Maypul's that much of a fast faller. So then he slides past the platform here, and I think he's going to continue on that platform, and I think he's going to tech, either neutral tech or tech roll away, and then I will up smash that option. But actually, he is just teching on the ground, and he punches me for it. So that's a good example of overthinking. There were simpler ways I could have done. I could have continued damaging him here, and I got this back air to the platform and hit the platform idea in my head when I just didn't need to. Instead, when we got to this point, where I catch him spot dodging. Why would he spot dodge? Oh, he's trying to shield drop. He messes up shield drop and spot dodges here. But this up air would have been safe on that shield drop anyway, which is why I do it. Because I expect him to try shield dropping. When I get here, I should just have a more straightforward plan of just doing another up air instead of having this whole idea about going to a platform with back air. Now, this is a pretty classic Maypul situation. If Maypul gets Poppy on you, she gets this very nasty two-sided coin situation with her up throw, where with up throw, if you do the up throw now with Poppy on, at percent's kind of around this, you get this curve of where up throw sends you. And this is really bad, because if you DI away and you pick this side, Maypul could just throw a seed at you and get the Poppy combo. It'll hit you over here. That's probably death. But if you DI in, you go over here, then Maypul can just up air you or do a up special you. She can hit you above you. So with Poppy, up throw becomes this brutal, this kill combo that she just has to react to instead of a DI away from the move to escape kind of throw. So don't let Poppy happen to you. In this case, I only get 2 up airs out of it, but it's something. Now he also finds the same combo, and I could have survived several ways there. Listen, dash attack's not just for me. Notice how bad air dodge is? Air dodge sucks. Do not air dodge. Like, he air dodges this move, and it doesn't matter, I can just hit him again. Right? Nothing. There's nothing to be done. Could he even shield? Probably not. Yeah, he's in landing lag. Whenever you land, there's 4 frames of lag. If you didn't know, he's in 4 frames of landing lag, and I'm in 2 more frames of doing my down tilt. And that down tilt's gonna tumble him, so he can't floor hug it. I wouldn't do down tilt here if he wasn't at a percent where I could knock him down on a floor hug. If the person is below floor hug percent, like if they're below 40%, remove down tilt from your mind. It doesn't exist. Ooh, that's stinky. Did he DI in? Oh, he did like the filthiest DI. Look at 2 options here, okay? If you're getting hit, you want this. You don't want this. I think he doesn't DI at all. Yeah, he's just going in the middle. And it's still not going to be enough. I still don't know if this is true though. It's kind of stinky if it's true. Oh, it totally is. Look at that. Oh, that's gross. And then he probably picks the worst DI because he's trying to like tech roll away or something. Yeah, he's trying to like be held away. Catching people holding away is the main way to kill him early in this game. He didn't have to die to this. He picked 2 bad DI options in a row. Maybe he doesn't DI to this. No, he does not DI to this. Die to that. Because he is better than me. How did I do it? Okay, now note this, okay? This time he's trying to, he wants to edge guard me with down angle forward tilt, right? So he gets the first one on me. Right, so first he beats me on the edge guard, which he shouldn't do. I'm playing poorly here. I kind of expected him to just be fully dead. I didn't even expect him to return. But he beats me on that, right? And then he's like, let's do down angle forward tilt stuff. His plan is to just push me off stage. And I want to point out how to beat down angle forward tilt. And kind of similar moves, although Maypul's down angle forward tilt is now one of the worst ones because it's shorter. But he hits me with the first one, because you have to go up above ledge to grab ledge. And then he just do that, right? It's pretty simple. But the thing is, you can mix up your timing. So the second time, I wall cling for a moment, and I jump farther away from the wall. And then he has to choose when to swing it, and he chooses wrong. That's how you beat that. I always think it's funny when someone falls for their own option. This is his option. He does this all the time, and, you know, I hit him with it too. Most people, they use options that they themselves aren't that good at beating. So it's funny to use their own options against them. Here I should tether kill, but I'm too focused on escaping disadvantage and I don't realize that I could kill now. Again, I should tether kill, I don't tether. Tether has exited my mind because I'm just like very focused on surviving right now. Now that one I did anticipate because I thought he would see Lily and forget what he was doing and not tech, and I was totally right. Now notice crossing up people's shields. This is something a lot of people don't totally know about, or at least people at low levels who aren't good, right? When you hit someone's shield, the best punish option is shield grab. So if you hit them and end up in the back of them, like here, then that's negated. They're gonna have to use a different option to punish you, and it's quite a bit harder to do. It's still possible, not here. I think here I'm pretty safe. But that's why I do it this way. Now this is a very, very obvious way of doing it, so someone who's good will counteract this in various ways. But this is another way to punish shield, and also to punish, in a lesser way, floor hug, is to cross up on them and go behind them, because then they have to do this forward-behind mix, whether you're forward or behind them, and it makes the reaction take a lot longer to do. Like here, he even tries to have the right reaction, and it just doesn't really matter, like I'm too far away. And I anticipate that he'll do that, and I just do a big old stinky dash attack. Now see, this one's funny because I hit him with forward air twice on the platform, and I'm like, oh, he'll probably want to get off this platform, and then he'll like jump or do something else. So I go for the up smash through the whole platform, thinking he might jump above it as well as drop through it. But he just keeps holding shield. I could have definitely killed with up air here. Like this would have led into something that killed. When I get this up tilt, if I go up here and I do double jump, double up air, he goes way off to the top, probably over here, and it's a pretty good situation for me. But I'm too greedy and I go for the fair immediately. See how this guy really knows what he's doing? He has Poppy on him, so he knows I would love to throw a seed at him and get a Poppy-based combo started. And he just says, no, I'm better than you. Interestingly, that seed doesn't apply a mark, and I really think it should. I don't get marked for this. Now this one, I was quite pleased with. At this specific height, I can just do forward air, and whether it connects or doesn't connect, I can just do down smash. Both of us blending really is funny. And that's a really embarrassing way to beat a better player. He just gave it to me. But I really think he choked because he knew. I think in this situation where he just knew he had the right to it, and he really wanted it. I'd love to analyze what actually happened here, though, because I didn't understand it in the moment, and I hardly understand it now. So he goes for forward air. He gets it. Note that forward air doesn't put you in that much hit stun, and I DI it very hard in. When you're near the wall, you just want to DI to the wall in tech, and it's very lenient. There's many times that when you could input the tech and it would work. I see. We're both spaghetti mashing. I tech on the wall, okay? And then I was also planning to side B into the wall and wall jump and get up. So I've already just buffered the side B. And buffering the side B makes me just hang out here with the hitbox that hits him backwards. And I think he just is very confused, and he just up specials, and then that's it. That's the game for me. That was a completely earned victory. Anyway, this was Low Rank Review. I'm hoping to put out one of these every week or so. And if you watch this, let me know if you liked it. It's going to be the first upload. So, have a good week.